The Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. High school football from where you live.
Welcome to week 2 of the high school football season, and of course, the Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Rob Hughes alongside Andrew Pogar. We start things off with a game here in West Lafayette and two opponents who haven't seen a lot of each other over the years.
That's right, 2004. I believe you and I were still in high school at that time. That was the last time McCutchen and West Lafayette clashed. Prior to last season, where the Mavericks won a wild one on their home turf, 45-37.
Tell you what, if you thought that was wild, tonight outdid that by a ton. Maybe one of the better high school football games I have ever seen. It was McCutchen that struck first off a West Side turnover. Dakota Loveless, no love lost, breaks it outside, finds an opening, and there he goes up the sideline. Just avoids one last tackle. Mavs go up 7-0. West Side striking right back. Mikey Kidwell with a dime of a pass over the middle to Spencer Ronchetto. A missed extra point, though, for the Red Devils. Mavs led 7-6. McCutchen, not the quick striking team that Westside is, but they did a great job banging it right up the middle on RDP. Tyler Packard for the score, but back and forth we go. Kidwell with another beauty drops right into the waiting arms of Luke Talukian for the score. RDP takes a 20-14 lead at the break. Mavs open the second half with 2 straight touchdowns. This one from Aaron Phillips to Loveless. They go up 27-20. McCutchen looks to be in firm control late in the fourth quarter. Another Packard TD for a 13-point Maverick lead. But then things got interesting. Under 2 minutes to go, Kidwell finds Travis Roll for the score. RDP cuts the deficit to 6. Westside has to go for the onside kick, and check it out. Great effort from Chris Kidwell and Spencer Ronchetto. Just one Mav near the ball. Red Devils swarm, pick up the loose leather, and they are in business. After getting deep inside Mavs territory, RDP faced with a fourth down, and just watch the clutch play of Kidwell, one of his favorite targets, Matt Marley. Huge play to keep the comeback bid alive, and moments later, it's Travis Roll finishing it off. Plunges in for the score. The PAT wins it by 1. Red Devils score 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes to win by 1, 34-33. Unbelievable win. Coach Shane Fry will join us later in the Coach's Corner. Now over at Harrison, not too far away, the Raiders taking on Western Boone at home. The Raiders down a field goal in the first quarter. Daniel Madron with a chance to tie for the Raiders, and he does. Kick is good from 24 yards. Later on, Weibo down 11-3. The pitch goes to Jack Gilliam. He takes it to the outside at the 10-yard line, absorbs the crunching tackle to score the touchdown. Late second quarter. Check out the pass. Jaydan Sturgeon rolls out to his right, brings it back to his left. David Blau style, keeps his eyes on the prize. Sturgeon flings it downfield. Look at the I can't believe you could improvise that. Jaydan is indeed the man. Heck of a throw to Evan Francis. Tackled inside the 5. Moments later, handed off to Dawson Danke. Touchdown. He finishes it off. Raiders edge Western Boone 25-20. Good win.
Across town, Lafayette Jeff hosting South Bend St. Joseph. The Broncos were up 14-0 in the second half. St. Joseph facing a 4th and goal. Dan Rixey breaks up the pass to deny the Indians. The Broncos go nuts. Fourth quarter now, St. Joseph with another 4th down. Tony Carmola running for his life. Jeff's Alex Stroop hauls him down. Broncos take over in Indian territory. Following drive, the Broncos give it to Bernard Celestin. He takes it to the edge and breaks away for the 28-yard gain to put the Broncos inside the 10. A couple plays later, it's Celestin again, up the gut. Check out the spin move. He's taken down inside the 2-yard line. Next play, Devin Colonis scores on the QB keeper. Jeff blanks South Bend St. Joseph 26-0. We head to Clermont for the annual Bishop Bowl between Central Catholic and Garin Catholic. CC got right to work in this one. First possession of the game, it's Jackson Anthrop. He caps off the drive, plunging into the end zone for the 6-yard touchdown. CC draws first blood 7-0. Defensively, the Knights were up to the task in this one. Here, Coy Kronk, the Kronk, he swats down the pass. The Golden Eagles would be forced to punt. Next Knights possession, Austin Denhart goes up top to Luke Fusick. Don't believe me, just watch. The senior Fusick does the rest, a 54-yard TD grab. CC now leads 14-0. Knights head coach Kevin O'Shea liked that play so much, he decides to call it again. Denhart out of the gun, and he lets it fly to number 21, Fusick. CC reclaims the cannon, defeating Garin 34-0.
Good win for CC. Nice passing from Avery. That does it for the first half of the Frenzy. 4 games down, 7 more to go. Coming up, we'll make stops at Carroll, Twin Lakes, Seeger,
and Winnemac. Tim Roth and the Warriors looking to get some payback on the team that ended their season in the regionals last year. The Pioneer Panthers. The Friday Night Frenzy continues right after the break. Stay with us.
It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. High school football from where you live.
Welcome back to the Frenzy. For our next game, we head over to Flora for a rivalry game. The Carroll Cougars took care of business last week, defeating Tri-County 34-20. However, their opponent this week, the Delphi Oracles, began their season in tough fashion.
Josh Strasser's team fell on the road against Central Catholic. We have one team looking to go 2-0, while the other trying to improve to 500. And it's the Bacon Bowl.
That's right.
The skillet on display during the game tonight before the big Bacon Festival in Delphi in just 12 hours. In the second half, Cougar running back Johnny O'Valley gets the handoff, finds a seam, and is finally brought down at the 1-yard line. Just that short. The following play, Carroll QB Trey Filburn will fake everyone out and walk in for the easy score. Carroll had a big night on the ground. Delphi ball in the fourth now. Weston Wendell is going to hit Clay Corbin, who will lose the football, then catches it again.
Oh, man.
And he gets plenty of yards after the catch on this one, and even gets his helmet ripped off in the process. But no face mask is called. Go figure. The next Carroll possession in the red zone, and Dylan Spessart would get the call and bounce his way into the end zone. Delphi trying to do all they can at this point as Wendell drops back again. Doesn't see anyone open and scrambles for half a dozen yards. Nice move right there by Wendell. Later, Carroll quarterback Devin Anderson would fake a throw and keep it himself for the first down. Delphi would surrender the skillet to their rivals. Carroll wins the skillet 57-22.
South to Frankfort we go. The Hot Dogs hosting the Berries from Logansport. Late first quarter, down by a touchdown. Frankfort running back Patrick Brandenburg with the utter dismissal of the defense. Gets down to the 1-yard line on that play. And on the next play, senior quarterback Jared Smith lowers his shoulder, bowls over some berries for the score.
Big dog's got to eat.
Doesn't even fall. Logansport ball in the second quarter now. Shovel pass to Ryan Bullard, who cuts inside for the huge gain. But after that, it was all Frankfort. Brandenburg going to get the call for Frankfort. He lays down a sick juke, breaks the ankles of 3 Logansport defenders. He's pretty quick. Woo. Later on that drive, it's Smith that hits a wide open Dylan Shelley for their second deep aerial strike of the night. The Hot Dogs were on fire, winning 48-28.
Twin Lakes hosting Northwestern tonight in Monticello. First quarter we go. The Tiger defense gets the Indian quarterback Blake Bennington for the loss. Bennington cannot escape the pressure. Later, Northwestern quarterback Nick Sotong has better luck. He scrambles for the first down and more. Check the hit by Indians' Jeremy Pugh.
That's a couple big dudes.
Oh my goodness. Sotong gathers himself for a few plays later and throws a bomb to Noah Dowden. That's a 55-yard touchdown strike. Yeah, it is. Dowden taking it all the way into the end zone. Nice work there. Twin Lakes tries to answer, but Bennington throws a pick to the Tigers' Thomas Crocker. Coach's nightmare. He goes for the pick 6, but the Indians come back and win 45-27 the final.
Pop on over to Winnemac. The Warriors taking on the Pioneer Panthers in this showdown rivalry game. Warriors quarterback Jack DeGroot. Nice pass to wide out Drake Crafton, who gets his feet set, spins away from the defenders on the tackle, taking it upfield, almost picks up the first down. On to the next play, Panthers' Austin Mersch gets the handoff from Samuel Kaiser and stuffed like an Oreo in the backfield for the loss.
I'd say so.
A few plays later, Warriors QB DeGroot drops back and throws, but defensive back Keith Niles there for the INT, sealing the win. Pioneers shut out Winnemac 37-0.
Frontier fans hanging out to their summer wardrobe. Second half, North White's Gavin Cross gets the handoff, but he loses the handle, and Frontier's Colt McCracken swoops in for the recovery. He's going to get a sticker on his helmet for that one. Later, North White gets the ball back, and Jared Shane takes it in from 3 yards out. Vikings up 42-0. Frontier still fighting. The Falcons running back takes it up the sideline for a huge gain. That leads to a touchdown pass from Colt McCracken to Daniel McCracken. But the Vikings roll 62-6.
We take it on over to Pat's country. Not those Pats, Pogar.
You had to go.
Hosting the Benton Central Bison. Bison stampeding over the Patriots tonight. Senior Skylar Tucker out for the pass. He gets the grab, but gets dragged down at the 35. Next play, wide open. KJ Munson gets the completion. Turns it upfield. Shakes off the Pats defense and gets... Think he's going out of bounds? Nope. Whoop. Touchdown. Seeger wasn't asleep at the controls, though. Alex McMahon strips the ball, recovers the fumble, but they turn it over on the very next play. The Patriots fight hard at home, but it wasn't hard enough. They fall to the Bison 27-0.
And as Bill Belichick says, the Patriots are on to their next opponent. Let's jog over to Attica. Coach Casey Woods is giving his Gophers a pep talk. They're down by 14 at the half, and whatever he said must have stuck. Sam Schoenfield breaks from the 2-hole and gets a huge go for a first down. Keeping that momentum, QB Chase Joseph fakes the handoff and lets it fly to Bailey Jenkins, who runs in a 25-yard touchdown. Nice job, Jenkins.
Wheels.
Yeah. Gophers trying to close the gap. Ramblers getting fancy, pulling a reverse. Owen Smith getting the ball and 5 yards, plus a face mask penalty, advances the ball an extra 5 yards again. Time runs out. Let's switch directions. Chase Little lays out for a nice bullet up the middle. Ramblers first and goal. His arm must be tired. Logan Hermanson sees an opening and takes his chance, getting the sneak up the middle. The Gophers just couldn't cover the spread. They fall to the Ramblers 54-33.
A little quick break from the football action. Bonus tonight, Purdue Volleyball opening their season, the mortarboard premiere against VCU. Boilermakers' first point of the season coming in the form of Annie Drews. Absolutely smokes home the spike to begin to take control of set number 1. Moments later, Boilers on the offensive again. Azaria Stahl, this time from the left side once again. Another point for the Golden Black. Dave Shondell calmly looking on, and why not? His team in full control tonight. They take it in 3. Back in action tomorrow morning against Austin Peay. That's all 8 games of our Week 2 edition of the Friday Night Frenzy. When we come back, West Lafayette head coach Shane Fry joins us in the Coach's Corner.
A huge win for the Red Devils tonight against the McCutchen Mavericks. We'll break it down with Coach Fry when we come back. Welcome back to the Frenzy. Joining us tonight, West Lafayette head coach Shane Fry.
First things first, just want to credit that touchdown, second to last touchdown for you to Jonah Williams, not Travis Roll. Big play by him, obviously, to give you guys some hope. You get the onside kick. Have you even caught your breath? There were so many plays in there that could have gone either way, but you guys pulled out the win.
Yeah, the coaches and I were talking afterwards, and no, we're still not exactly sure how we had the ball when we had it, and it ended up being the right time and got the win.
Now, Rob was at the game. I was on my way home, so I was listening to it on the radio.
Okay.
But final 2 minutes, what's going through your mind?
Well, they were getting ready to score, and we kind of just hoped that they scored and didn't take too much of the clock out, because they had a great game plan, and they really were running the ball well and taking all the clock. I mean, the clock was just ticking away, and they scored, and there was 2 minutes some left, so we all kind of looked at each other and said, we still have time. We've got all our timeouts. We can do this. So they left enough time for us.
So many things have to go your way. Obviously, you said during the commercial break, you didn't feel like you were up at halftime. You were up by 6. They come out and pretty much dominate the first, quarter and a half of the second half. How do you keep your guys mentally sharp to be in a position where you can actually attempt a comeback?
Our guys believe the whole time. They're very mentally tough, and it wasn't like we had chances. I mean, we had third downs that we almost stopped them. They completed some great passes on us. Their offense is good. Their quarterback is very accurate. Their running game's good. And then when our defense did make a couple stops, the offense kind of laid an egg. We turned it over on downs, so it was just kind of back and forth. And like I said, we ended up having the ball at the right time at the end.
You mentioned you guys collectively as a unit, but I want to single out one of them, Mikey Kidwell. Just how valuable is he to this team?
He's extremely valuable. I mean, he's got a full year under his belt now. And towards the end of last year, I thought he was really making strides, and right into this year, he worked so hard in the off season, and we're glad he's on our team.
And you just singled out one guy, but I kind of want to hear from you. Well, we were talking again during the commercial break. There's like 20 guys, and not just 20 guys. It takes all the guys to get this job done, but there were so many guys that made huge plays. I mean, who really stood out and to you was a big factor in getting this done?
Well, I would say it's a group, and I would say it's the special teams. Our kickoff team, our extra point block. It's easy. They drove all the way down and scored. It's easy for a defense to just kind of give up.
Yeah.
But we went hard after both those extra points, and it was Jonah Williams that got both of them blocked. And that's huge. I mean, we missed one extra point, but we blocked two, and they also missed a field goal. So the special teams won us this game.
Do you practice that? I mean, the onside kick,
We practice special teams more than anything else. Coach Aaron Wood has done just a fantastic job with our special teams unit. We have really stressed it this year, and the kids are buying in. If any of them hadn't bought in already, we're good now because they know. Yeah,
it showed.
Did you? You obviously want to go 2-0, but did you believe that that unbelievable start to the season against two really good teams?
Yeah, it's always 1 week at a time. So we came off a big Tri-West win, and we tried to keep the guys focused, knowing McCutchen's a great team also, and having to live up to that challenge. And McCutchen coming off a loss, we knew it was going to be a tough opponent, and we kind of dug ourselves a hole early in the second half, but we fought back. And like I said, our guys have got a tremendous amount of heart, and they showed it tonight.
Couldn't believe it. Unbelievable game, unbelievable win. Congratulations for that. I want to thank you for joining us, obviously, and best of luck next week on the road at Western.
Yep.
Make sure to check out our website, WLFI.com, and click on the Sports tab for all highlights from tonight's games.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week.